Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering why you just can't fall asleep the way you used to? Maybe your body feels tired, but your mind won't stop racing. Or maybe you fall asleep just fine, but wake up 2 or 3 times during the night for no reason at all. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Sleep changes as we age. But that doesn't mean you're destined for restless nights forever. Hi there, if you're over 60 and struggling with sleep, this video is just for you. We're going to talk about 5 simple, proven secrets that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling truly rested. And no, we're not talking about sleeping pills or complicated routines. Just practical, gentle changes you can start making tonight. Now, let's be honest, getting good sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed in the morning. It affects everything: your memory, your mood, your energy, even your balance and risk of falling. That's why it's so important to take sleep seriously, especially in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let's start with one of the most overlooked but powerful habits for better sleep: creating a calm-down routine before bed. You see, a lot of us go straight from doing chores or watching the news right into bed, and that's like trying to slam the brakes on a moving train. Our brains need time to slow down. About an hour before bedtime, start doing things that tell your mind it's time to rest. That might mean dimming the lights, turning off the TV, or listening to soft music. Some people like to read a few pages of a light book, do a gentle stretch, or simply sit quietly with a cup of caffeine-free tea. What matters most is that it becomes a signal to your body: hey, it's bedtime soon. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just think of it as a gentle wind down. One viewer once shared with us that lighting a lavender candle 30 minutes before bed helped her body start to relax, and after a week, she was falling asleep faster than she had in years. Small rituals like that can really make a difference. Now, here's the second secret, and this one surprises a lot of people. Stick to a wake-up time, even on weekends. That's right. Most people focus on bedtime, but the real magic happens in the morning. When you wake up at the same time every day, you train your body's internal clock to stay on a steady rhythm. And the more stable your rhythm is, the easier it becomes to fall asleep at night. Even if you had a rough night and feel tempted to sleep in, try to get up at your usual time and get some morning sunlight. Natural light helps reset your internal clock and tells your body it's time to be awake. Over time, your sleep cycle starts to repair itself. I know it's not always easy. Some mornings are tougher than others, especially if your joints are stiff or your energy feels low. But even stepping outside for 5 to 10 minutes in the morning light can help your body do what it was designed to do: rest when it's dark and wake when it's light. So, those are the first 2 secrets: wind down before bed, and get up at the same time every morning, no matter what. They sound simple, right? But they're the foundation for deeper, more restful sleep. And once those 2 habits start to take hold, your nights may begin to feel a little smoother, your mornings a little brighter. The key is consistency. Don't worry if it doesn't work perfectly right away. Your body needs a little time to adjust, and that's perfectly okay. Now that we've talked about how to wind down and how to wake up, let's keep going with more practical, easy-to-follow changes that can bring real rest back into your life. Now that we've started to rebuild a solid sleep rhythm with wind-down routines and consistent wake-up times, let's talk about something that hides in plain sight: what you do during the day. Because believe it or not, good sleep at night starts with smart choices while the sun's still up. Let's begin with something incredibly powerful: movement. Not intense exercise or anything that leaves you breathless, just gentle, consistent movement. A 20-minute walk around your neighborhood, stretching in the morning sunlight, or even light gardening in the afternoon can make all the difference. Physical activity helps your body use energy in a healthy way, and by the time evening comes, your body is more naturally ready for rest. And here's something interesting: people who move during the day also tend to fall into deeper stages of sleep, which means they wake up feeling more restored. One man I spoke with said he started dancing for 10 minutes a day in his living room after lunch, just him and his favorite music. Within a week, he wasn't waking up as much at night. That's the beauty of movement. It doesn't have to be formal, it just has to happen. Now let's shift to something most people don't think about until they're lying awake at 1 a.m., what they're eating and drinking. Yes, your dinner, your snacks, even your evening tea, these things affect your sleep far more than you might imagine. Let's start with caffeine. A lot of us grew up enjoying an afternoon cup of coffee or strong black tea, and while that might have been fine in our 40s or 50s, our bodies process caffeine more slowly as we age. That means the coffee you had at 3 p.m. could still be hanging around in your system by bedtime. If you've been feeling jittery or restless at night, try moving your last cup of caffeine to before noon. Then, switch to something gentler, chamomile tea, warm water with lemon, or even a cozy mug of warm milk, which contains tryptophan, a natural sleep supporter. And don't forget food. Heavy meals too close to bedtime can keep your stomach working when the rest of your body is trying to relax. If you get hungry late at night, a small, light snack like a banana or a handful of almonds is much easier on your digestion than a sandwich or fried foods. Think of nighttime eating as fueling sleep, not keeping you awake. Another thing that gets in the way of restful sleep is screens. Yes, I know, we all love our phones, our tablets, our TV shows. But the blue light from those devices can actually trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That means melatonin, the hormone that helps you get sleepy, doesn't get released properly. You might not even feel wired, but your body can't switch off. One woman told me she started leaving her phone in the kitchen after 8 p.m. and picked up a paperback instead. Just that one small change helped her fall asleep more easily. No more endless scrolling, no more late-night news to worry about. If you love watching a show before bed, try turning off the screen 30 minutes before you plan to sleep. Use that time to stretch, journal, or simply sit quietly. Your brain needs a chance to shift gears. Screens don't give it that. Your sleep quality will thank you for it. And finally, let's talk about one of the most underrated secrets to a good night's sleep, your sleep environment. I don't just mean having a bed to sleep in, I mean creating a space that feels like rest. Is your bedroom cool enough? Most people sleep best in a room between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Is it quiet? Do you have blackout curtains or at least a way to dim the light? Your body takes cues from your surroundings. If your room is full of distractions, clutter, bright lights, or noise, it sends mixed signals. But if it feels peaceful, calm, and consistent, your brain will learn to associate that space with rest. One senior I met hung soft beige curtains, dimmed her lights after dinner, and placed a little lavender spray on her pillow every night. She called it her cocoon routine. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping through the night, something she hadn't done in over a year. So, let's take a breath and reflect. Today, we've added a few more pieces to the puzzle. Moving your body. Watching your caffeine and late-night snacks. Turning off screens. And creating a bedroom that invites rest instead of resisting it. Each of these habits might feel small on their own, but together, they gently steer your body back into its natural rhythm. And when you give your body the right rhythm, rest doesn't have to be a struggle. It becomes something you slip into, like your favorite blanket or the sound of soft rain tapping on your window. You deserve to sleep well, not just tonight, but every night. Now that we've looked at how daytime movement, food choices, screens, and your environment affect your sleep, let's touch on something a little deeper, something that doesn't come in a cup or routine. I'm talking about the mind. You see, as we age, our thoughts tend to get heavier at night. We lie down and suddenly, everything from the past and the future starts running through our minds like a movie reel. Regrets. Worries. What ifs? And when those thoughts take over, sleep doesn't stand a chance. One simple but powerful practice that can help is gratitude journaling. Just before bed, take 5 minutes to write down 3 things you're thankful for that day. They don't have to be big, maybe the way your tea tasted, a smile from a neighbor, or the way the sun came through the window in the afternoon. What this does is gently shift your focus from worry to peace. It reminds your mind that even if the day wasn't perfect, it still had warmth. I know a gentleman who lost his spouse and struggled with insomnia for months. What helped him most wasn't medication or a fancy mattress, it was writing down memories and positive thoughts each night. He said it gave his heart a chance to rest, and slowly, his sleep followed. In the same way, breathing exercises or short bedtime meditations can do wonders. Even if you've never done meditation before, just sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, can help calm the nervous system. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just breathing slowly with intention tells your body, we're safe. It's time to rest. Now, I want to be honest. Sometimes, despite doing everything right, sleep can still be tricky. And that's okay. Aging doesn't mean you're doomed to sleepless nights, but it does mean we have to approach rest with more patience and gentleness. Maybe your sleep comes in shorter waves than it used to. Or maybe you wake up once or twice during the night. That doesn't mean you're broken. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is restoration, feeling more energized in the morning than you were the night before. Some nights will be better than others. And that's normal. The important part is that you keep showing up for your rest. You keep honoring your need to sleep, not fighting your body, but partnering with it. Let's take a second to breathe together, right here. Inhale slowly and exhale. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Even now, your body is already preparing for rest. So, to recap gently, without turning this into a list, remember that your sleep is influenced by your rhythm, your movement, your food, your environment, your screens, and your mindset. It's a full picture. And every small shift you make matters. Before we close, I want to leave you with one final thought. Sleep isn't just a break from life, it's a bridge to the next day. It's how your body heals, your brain processes, and your soul finds peace. When you learn to sleep better, you don't just rest, you live better. And you deserve that. You've earned that peace. If any part of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What's helped you sleep better lately? What's still challenging? You're not alone. There's a whole community of people just like you, rooting for each other. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more conversations like this one. We talk about health, happiness, independence, all the things that matter most in this chapter of life. Here's to deeper sleep, brighter mornings, and living your best life, one restful night at a time. Sweet dreams, my friend. You've got this.